All it took was for the parasitic clown inside to kill 6 people, completing 6 life traps to fulfill any wish you desire. And so, the exorcist completed his first deal with the clown, fulfilling his lifelong wish. From then on, the clown became a sacrifice, sealed in the box without seeing the light of day. Until 100 years later, an old man on the verge of death from a terminal illness spent a fortune to buy the box. As soon as the seller left, he eagerly made a wish, hoping for eternal life. Looking at the clown in the box, the old lady revealed a sinister smile as a pair of demonic claws slowly crawled out of the box. The sacrifice had begun, and the seller became the first choice for sacrifice. Dragged into the box by the clown, the seller completed the first trap. Only 5 more people were needed to fulfill the wish. So the old lady set her sights on her own employees. She instructed her son to place the doll box in the witch shed, because he often saw the chef and the maid secretly meeting there at night. That evening, the chef brought the maid to the witch shed, but this time they found strange noises coming from around the shed. The maid, afraid of being caught by the master, hastily ended their secret meeting. Little did they know, as soon as the maid left, the chef heard sizzling sounds coming from the next room. Following the noise, he discovered a box making the noise. As the box popped open, the lights in the room began to flicker. The chef instinctively tried to leave, but the next moment, the son, hiding outside the door, heard the commotion and peeked inside, only to see the chef already dead. He had been forcibly dragged into the box by the clown, completing the second sacrifice. After 2 consecutive sacrifices, the old lady, who had been bedridden, began to noticeably improve. The son, upon seeing this, became extremely excited and decided to use his former girlfriend, who had betrayed him, as the third sacrifice. He made up an excuse to lure his ex-girlfriend to the house, and then seized the opportunity to tie her up in the witch shed. Watching the bound woman before him, the clown drew and eagerly moved closer. Eventually, amidst the woman's screams, he dragged her into the box, becoming the third sacrifice. Now, only 3 more people needed to be killed before the old lady could achieve her wish for eternal life. So the son set his sights on the nanny and found a bottle of sedatives. He discreetly slipped it into her drink when she wasn't looking. Unaware, the unfortunate nanny drank the water in one gulp. Soon, feeling weak all over, she stumbled towards the bedroom in a daze. But as she reached the corner of the stairs, she spotted the clown coming to hunt her down. With a scream of terror, she quickly descended the stairs. Upon hearing the commotion, the maid rushed to support her, but the nanny was already so terrified that she fainted before she could say a word. When she regained consciousness, she found herself back in the bedroom. Hastily, she informed the family about the monster incident and expressed her intention to resign and go home immediately. However, they dismissed her account, attributing it to hallucinations. They even brought in a doctor to examine her mental state. But when it came time to prescribe medication, the doctor, troubled by his conscience, didn't follow through. Before leaving, he warned the nanny to be careful of her safety here. Seeing the doctor not following his instructions, the son immediately locked the front door, refusing to let the doctor leave. As eerie music began to play, the doctor's attention was drawn to the box nearby. Just as the doctor was beginning to wonder, the son pushed him into the room and locked the door behind him. By the time the doctor realized the presence of the clown behind him, he was delayed. Dragged into the box by the clown, the doctor became the 4th sacrifice. The sacrifice of the 4th person, the old lady's body had also noticeably changed. With just 2 more sacrifices, he could fulfill his wish for eternal life. A maid sought out the nanny, explaining that people had been mysteriously disappearing from the estate lately, prompting her to investigate. Her inquiries led her to the warehouse, unaware that this would be the unluckiest decision of her life. As the maid was dragged into the box by the clown, the nanny, hearing her screams, hurried to investigate. But instead, she found blood-soaked floors and the severed hand left behind by the maid. Before she could react, someone appeared behind her, wielding a knife aimed at her vital spots. The clown also emerged. The distraction allowed the nanny to seize the opportunity, grabbing the knife and successfully killing the attacker. With a wounded hand, she fled for the door, but with her injuries, the clown proved faster. In a desperate move, the nanny pulled out the knife and stabbed the clown in the side, managing to escape just as the door was about to close. Seeing his prey slip away, the clown shifted his focus to the old lady's son to complete the trap. Once the son was dragged into the box by the clown, the numbers on the box immediately began to rotate, and with the son's sacrifice, the trap, which used life as its currency, came to an end amidst the old lady's gasping breaths of death and resurrection.